What is up, girl bosses? I just got back from a show, but I figured, I can't wait. We got to check out the new Worm Shepherd. This is the Frozen Lake Part 2. I actually, when they announced this, I checked out Part 1. Listen to it. That's a banger. So I'm very, very excited for this. Love Worm Shepherd. And speaking of Worm Shepherd, I'm dropping an EP this Friday, the second Sunscourge EP called Wraith. You can pre-save it in my social media link down below. But the first track on that, Death Blight Chalice, has Devin of Worm Shepherd, the boy, doing all the vocals on that. So keep that in mind. Keep it in mind. You can pre-save in the link down below. You can also follow me on all my social media platforms using that link down below. Right? Check out me as Sunscourge. Check out me as me. Instagram, TikTok, all those things. I'm there. I'm down there. Also costs you nothing to like this video and subscribe. I'm just saying. But let's do it. Frozen Lake Part 2, the sequel. Let's check it. 8:07, an 8-minute track. That means it's true black metal. I've heard this is a very sad one. The opening so far reminds me of that one 14-minute Infinite Annihilator song. Ooh. So we're gonna get more choir. Oh, we did! Oh, they bought those Etsy masks. I've seen those. Like $80 a mask. It's a good deal. Really hearing the Dimmu Borgir influence. Back to the opener. Good shit! White guys. White guys. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Mama Worm, Mama Shepherd. I'm gonna find the lyrics after this. Why are there 20 seconds left? Okay. Just as white light consists of colored rays, so reverence for life contains all the components of ethics: love, kindliness, sympathy, empathy, peacefulness, and power to forgive. That was some that was some disrespectful shit. I love that. I do feel like I've been interested in black and deathcore to take more of the black metal influence. Because historically it's been mostly deathcore, and only recently we're seeing people take more from the black metal side of things and really expanding on that influence. I think it's been huge. Even before Lorna Shore like really started popping off, you had your black and deathcore acts like Mire Lord did it. There's quite a few bands blending the genres. But as we're progressing with black and deathcore subgenre, people are starting to pull more influences other than just that first gen black metal influence, right? Your Dark Funeral, your Mayhem, like those types of things. We're getting a little more intricate now. We're getting a lot of Dimmu Borgir, and I've actually been on a binge like this past week, the week before, listening to Puritania, For All Tid, whatever other albums they have. I've just been binging them at work, listening to them, really understanding the influence. Because for me, I listen to a lot of Cradle of Filth, and the only Dimmu Borgir I listened to was some songs on For All Tid and Stormblast 2. So Storgans del Kammer 2, the remake they made in 2005. I love that shit. And then also Under Korpen's Vinger off of For All Tid, their first full-length album. And listening to that stuff beyond just what I had heard from Dimmu Borgir, it just like kind of makes so much more sense contextualizing Lorna Shore of Sulfur. But this somehow managed to take that influence to a new level. It really expanded on, not to say Lorna Shore and of Sulfur didn't. They all have their own takes on that specific influence, but it's like really starting to like the ball's rolling, right? The Dimmu Borgir influence is kind of like this new wave of black and deathcore. It's like it's where it's at now. I'd imagine like it's gonna progress from that to like maybe Behemoth influence. Like we've already got a little Cradlefield Dimmu Borgir, right? The dark synths, and it's been fantastic what we've been getting. For this song, it does feel like we're getting an Infant Annihilator type sound. But if Infant Annihilator were like black metal versus deathcore, it is very, very interesting, very unique, downright disrespectful, which I love. Like that ending breakdown was just insane, right? They went goofy because I think it's now just Devin and Trey, two ballers. So program drums, program orchestrals. You can when you take the limitations of being a human off, you can make some just indecent shit, man. I'm trying to find these lyrics, but unfortunately I don't know where they are. Let's see, part 2 lyrics, the ruined. I want to analyze it because it seemed very, very sad. It's not available. Come on, man. I really want to read through this. If someone has the lyrics, please share. Yeah, can't find anything. That is a bummer, actually. But yeah, we're in the black and deathcore renaissance, really. We're hearing some really good stuff. Worm Shepherd, Lorna Shore, Of Sulfur, Mental Cruelty. I feel like those are the four forerunners. But we're also hearing some other bands sort of delve into that territory. Oh, Disembodied Tyrant, of course. Love Blake Mullins. He's a baller. He's actually on the closing track for the upcoming Sunscourge EP, Mourn, O Child in Decay. Reset down there. But yeah, Distant, they had black metal influence in their latest album Heritage. To the Grave had black metal influence in their latest album Director's Cuts. They've actually had mild black metal influence before, but now it's like really been expanded. It's like really cool to hear, and it's mostly like this Dimmu Borgir influence that everyone's like, I don't know, like people knew about him. People been knowing about him, but now it's like kind of trendy. It's a little trendy, but it's really cool because even though a lot of people are delving into the sound, they're exploring it and expanding upon it in many different ways, like Of Sulfur, Lorna Shore, Mental Cruelty, Disembodied Tyrant, Worm Shepherd. They all sound super different. They do it differently. So it's like, we're getting a lot of people entering into the subgenre, and you might think it'd be oversaturated, but fortunately there's a lot of different manifestations. I say this all the time. Black metal is it's a genre with a very rich history, right? So there's so much to explore, and what we've heard in black metal influence in other metal subgenres, it's barely scratched the surface. Because right, you have your fusion subgenres like gothic black and metal, which is more of what Cradle Filth is, but also bands like My Dying Bride, Catatonia. I haven't heard a band explore those sounds. Paradise Lost. There's Blackened Doom, which manifests into the sound of the hellscape, honestly. Like we get some wild stuff out of that. So bands like Worm, there's so much to explore. I'm very excited to see where bands take it. It's just, it might be trendy now, but goddamn, it is not overdone. And in fact, it's underdone. There's still so much more to explore, because then you take the Dimmu Borgir influence, like, which has been influencing black metal bands for years now. So within black metal, you have Carrick Angren, of course, who do that sort of sound in a very unique way, unique to them, where it's sort of storytelling. I'd be curious to hear that sort of Carrick Angren interpretation of the Dimmu Borgir sound translated over into deathcore, right? That's just one of many examples. There's so much opportunity. There is so much opportunity in this genre fusion. I'm just excited. I'm really excited to see where it goes. Where will it go? But yeah, this is a fantastic track. Probably one of their best, just because it went goofy ass stupid. And I'm sure some people go, it's like Lorna Shore. No, it's not. No, it's not. Just because it's black and deathcore, don't mean it's Lorna Shore. Right? I think we're gonna get away from that, because like it just sounds so different. Like everyone's doing it differently, and that's what makes it so exciting. It's not everyone's jumping on the, oh, we gotta sound like Lorna Shore because they popped off. They're like, you know, let's get into black metal, and it's fucking sick. Oh, another example of potential fusion. Black and folk. So what Opeth had done throughout their early career, you know, songs like Nectar. What was their original song, like Orchid? You know, they got, it's a genre with a rich history. It's such a rich history. I'm really excited. I'm just excited. But I'm curious what you guys thought of this track. It was phenomenal. Really great stuff. Pretty experimental. Beautiful. I wish I could have read the lyrics in real time because it did seem like it. You know, obviously, you know, your themes of life and death. Apparently, I would assume based on like the mother interaction, dealing with depression, both as oneself and from a loved one. So this is me sort of speculating based on what I've seen. But I'm curious what the actual lyrics are because, you know, I want to validate that. But yeah, curious what you guys thought of this track. Remember, Sunscourge, Wraith, my second EP, featuring Devin of Worm Shepherd. We listened to him. Johnny Cardula of Carcosa. Love that man. And Blake Mullins of Disembodied Tyrant. It's fun. Very black metal. Very black metal. Very black metal. But yeah, that is another black and deathcore thing. Just this week on a Friday, if you know, 12 a.m. EST rolls around. I mean, give it a listen. Pre-save it down there. Follow Sunscourge. I don't make the rules. Yeah. All right. Oh fuck! I missed the button.